Namaste, kings and queens. Good day. Much love to everybody who, joining me to see what's going on today. Um, I wanted to speak on being wise and having knowledge. So, a lot of people can claim and proclaim, speak it and announce to the world, publicize that they are wise. Now, we all know that it takes work to be wise. Wise, breaking down that word, or wisdom, means wise domain. Now, knowledge means to know thyself, but to have a knowing is not based off a belief system or faith. It's having the concrete evidence of something, whatever that something is. So to know something and to believe something is two different things. But somebody who says that they are wise or have wisdom, they have to exercise that wisdom. And to show that you have the wisdom is to put the energy behind that knowledge that you have. So it actually, knowledge comes before wisdom. Now, I've heard people say, they're wise beyond their years, or, that young person over there, oh, they have some wisdom, or the gray hair is wisdom. And we put a lot of stigma on age, meaning that, with age you have to be very wise, and or you obtain wisdom through age. But it's not really age, it's experience, and it's knowing thyself. So a young person could be any age, the tender age of 5 years old, could have wisdom. How do we know they have wisdom? And how could we tell? It's by their fruits. Meaning the things that they do, the activities they do, the demeanor that they embody, the essence that they carry. We pretty much can see it and manifest it in the 3D world. That's why we say, okay, this person is wise, or this individual is wise. They do wise things. They do things that pretty much separates them from what we deem as normal for their age group or whatnot. But I want people to know that there's a difference for those who don't know, and you have to obtain knowledge prior to being wise or having wisdom. It actually takes a lot of time being with yourself, analyzing yourself. And a lot of people will say, that road is lonely. You having so much wisdom or knowledge of self, or consciousness, or being awoken, or just being peculiar, which we all are peculiar, but dwelling or displaying that you have more wisdom than other people, that's categorized on how you project yourself in the world. For instance, I'm a melanated woman. Therefore, there's a certain stigma that's put on me. And for my age group too, I'm 30. Therefore, being a 30-year-old melanated woman, and then based off of my surroundings, my environment, and that which, I grew up in or whatnot, that makes a difference as well. As far as, what wisdom I'm supposed to have based off of these circumstances or the exterior world that's around me. But at the end of the day, it's by your fruits. Everybody's known by their fruits, so really watch what people say to you, and watch their actions, and how they present themselves and project themselves in society, towards you, towards other people, through different circumstances and situations, because you'll really see who that person is based off of their actions and their fruits. You do judge a tree by its fruits, period. Somebody says that they have a certain quality about themselves, yet you don't see it. You keep seeing the opposite. That means that that's a lie. That's a lie, and it's maybe in their imagination they perceive themselves as being this person who has a certain skill, yet they don't act accordingly or put the energy behind it. Embody that spirit that they're saying that they are. Kindness, being a spirit. Everything spirit, and spirit. You can really say a spirit is energy if you want to put it in a scientific form for those who are not spiritually inclined or higher mindedness, or somebody who's they have to have make logical sense of spiritual matters or things that they can't see. uh you know Cosmic energy, if you go into that, explaining it to somebody who's like a left-brained logical person who has to have the science for everything. They have to have the concrete evidence of everything. It's going to be difficult to get them to understand or resonate with you on certain levels when it comes to your spirituality, if it's beyond uh, the traditional, religious ritual, whatever. If it's beyond that, it's going to be difficult for people to gravitate towards you and resonate on the same frequency as you. But I say this because the main thing I want to talk about was wisdom and knowledge. And knowledge is the precursor before wisdom, being wise. And being wise, you show forth that you're wise based off of your fruits and how you project yourself. So I just went to work out, and I was listening while I was working out. I didn't listen to music this time. I actually listened to some wisdom, and he spoke on that, but not the way I'm speaking on it. He pretty much his name is Elohim. I have to put his name in the description. But he was talking about perception, and he was talking about people can say that they are this, they're that. For instance, they're a fruitarian, for example. He said, you could say that you're a fruitarian all day long, but if you saying that you're a fruitarian, yet you have, this, that, and the other, like diseases, or you have just imbalances in your body or something going on with you, and it's not really it doesn't go in the package of being a fruitarian. For example, he's a breatharian, therefore he doesn't get sick. Like I was saying a few days ago, meditation is eyes medication. He was saying, for instance, this what made me think about talking about knowledge and wisdom, because he has said somebody saying that they're a breatharian and they are sick. They're not really a breatharian. He was being like sarcastic with it, but it made sense to me, because it's like, hold on, you can claim that you are something, but if a person doesn't see the evident like the substance of that, the byproduct of that which you're stating that you are, and then you're not that. Fake it till you make it. People say, speak it into existence, but it still takes energy. And then you also have to be persistent with it. But he was saying, this is what he exactly said, not in his words, but like, in the context of what he was saying. He was pretty much saying that if somebody's sick and they saying they meditate all day, and then they're lying. They don't meditate all day, because if you meditate all day, you will focus on one thing. When you meditate, you actually he was saying sleep. He was like, when you're sleeping, you're meditating, but it's an unconscious meditating. You're healing yourself. You're going into different realms of spirituality, or whatever you want to say. If it's scientific, you can say that you in stasis, or you whatever you are, but you still meditating. But conscious meditating is when you are not in a sleep state. You're like, up, you're aware, and you put yourself in that state. You're healing yourself. Therefore, he was saying that somebody that meditates, saying that they meditate X amount of hours a day, or they meditate all the time, they shouldn't pick up on illnesses. They shouldn't get sick. And I agree with that. Because meditation is equivalates to one's medicine. It's deeper than this carnal flesh. Some people won't understand or gravitate towards this knowledge. until they put it into action themselves. You got to have them experiences in order to really grasp what somebody's saying at times. For those who feel like, dang, it's too general, or it's out there, but it's knowledge. And knowing thyself, enlightening thyself, which is another form of knowing thyself, meaning that light that you already are, you just amplifying that light. Knowledge is light. When you consume foods, any type of food, it's information. Therefore, when you consume something that's fake information, a man-made food, and then your body don't know what to do with it, it don't process it properly and all that. But when you get information from the universe or the universe, you pick an apple from the tree, you eat that apple, and then it knows how to assimilate that, which you're getting information from the apple, meaning information like the different minerals and nutrients, all information just to feed our vessels. Like I was saying, I'm gravitating more towards the breatharian. I was leaning at first towards fruitarian, which I am still a fruitarian, but it's just more and more, the more knowledge I get, and I do apply it, the application of the knowledge, and what I say is wisdom, the wise domain. Only people know wisdom based off of what they see in this 3D reality. We are our light being self, or our spirit selves. If you put it in a way that you don't separate the spirit from the physical, and you see your spirit as being the physical representation of your spirit, and then you would understand what I'm saying. You would think differently. Your perceptions will change. You will alter and shift your state of mind. Therefore, you will become a new creation because you're thinking in a certain manner. You die of your old way of thinking and you become new. That's all I really want to talk about right now. All glory to Ayana, the universe. Much love to you. Namaste, and continue in your path, your journey. Everybody has their own journey, and always remember that we all are really one, and those people around you or in your world or who you connect with are really a reflection of you. And you may not embrace that part of you because you don't exercise that part of you, but you just accept that you can relate with the person, and we don't judge them. Don't judge them. Be non-judgmental, and that's one of the principles of Ma'at, the affirmations that I say in the morning, is to be non-judgmental. And I'm exercising that right now. I understand that everybody's not here for you. You are going to have some people that are adversary or against you, and not for who you are or what you stand for, or what you're doing in this this time right now that you're here on this earth plane. And that's a reason for that, because your haters do truly make you greater. They make you dig deep down into understanding yourself and elevating. And then, the higher you get, the more that you evolve and elevate. There's going to be more things to conquer in order to push you forward. More people and negative energies and fiery darts that you have to be aware of, and fight, and battles you're gonna have to fight in order to break through, to do whatever the purpose that you're here to do. And I'm understanding that now, because I felt like I never had any enemies until now. Truly I have. I understand that, because the greatest enemy is actually thyself. This flesh wants to fight against the spiritual self, and it's all just one. It's all one. We got to stop with the internal conflict and stop fighting ourselves, and stop fighting with the universe, because we are the universe. When we look in the mirror, we are the reflection of that which is outside of us, which is inside of us. The law of correspondence, which is not really a law. You can say it's a law. It's more of a it is what it is. That's the hermetic principle. It's a principle. You could say law. I really gravitate towards principles and affirmations and all things that speak life and give life. Much love to you all again. I'm signing out, eternally risen. This was just something short and sound, and hopefully I enlighten you and help enlighten all life is I's purpose. So I am a healer. I am Goddess Queen, eternally risen, and that's it. Much love to you.